Night Supply Company.
Ooh.
Got anything you want to tell us, Julia?
And then it gets even better though, Chaz. Gillard's also following Bring UFC to Oz. Now, UFC. Apparently they're these people.
That's very Gillard. I think that's actually took down Rudd, actually.
Then my favourite one of all, and this is absolutely true, Gillard is following Emperor Minge. I wish David Spears had raised that in the debate.
But at the end of the day, Twitter is mostly about breaking news, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And no one...
Being
first with the news. And no one is more up to speed with the news than #1 newsbreaker, Greens Senator Christine Milne.
Oh, yeah. Whenever big news breaks, you can count on Milne for an instant tweet that sums up the gravity of the moment. For instance, on the day of that dramatic Labor leadership spill, Christine Milne leapt onto Twitter to write, "Just planted the beginnings of a chamomile lawn. It's in my gardening blog."
Yeah, forget Glenn Milne, because just 2 hours after the ABC announced an election was about to be called, only Christine Milne wrote, "Beautiful orchids and maidenhair ferns at the Tasmanian Botanical Gardens." And finally, if that's not good enough, on the day Labor struck their breakthrough deal over the mining tax, newshound Milne summarised the political implications perfectly. "My soon-to-be-built water feature is taking shape."
That's cynical. No, don't laugh. That's cynical, Chad. That was a big story. Everyone was covering that. Didn't you see the 7:30 report that night?
Welcome to the program, and barely 1 week into her Prime Ministership, Julia Gillard has struck a breakthrough deal over the government's controversial mining tax. More on that later, but first, today's top story. Greens Senator Christine Milne's soon-to-be-built water feature is believed to be finally taking shape.
Big news!
I stand corrected.
Get some news values.
Okay, I'm wrong. Christine Milne's garden is obviously very big news. But I did notice, when she was on Q&A on Monday, the audience were very quiet about her garden.
Garden-free zone. I didn't hear anything.
Not a single question. What is wrong with them? Because a lot of political junkies out there are demanding answers. Senator Milne. You swore recently that you've just planted the beginnings of a chamomile lawn. How is that lawn proceeding, and what sort of timeline can you actually expect the lawn to be finished by?
Look, it's fantastic. It's one plant.
Why has it been so long since you updated your Twitter about your chamomile lawn? The Australians demand answers about your lawn.
The Australians at home who are wanting to know about my chamomile lawn should go straight to my gardening blog.
You're filibustering, Senator. I have a follow-up, Senator. Can we expect a tweet on this issue in the next few days, Senator?
I assure you there will be a tweet in 24 hours.
About your water feature?
About my water feature.
And about your chamomile lawn?
And about my chamomile lawn. And about my possums, and about the broccoli, and about the wattle flowering.
The possums, all of them?
All of these things I can tweet about.
Well, Senator, on the important matter of your maidenhair ferns.
Now, it's the issue that won't go away, isn't it? Tony Abbott's struggle to win over female voters.
Yeah, well, the gender gap's just a big problem for the Libs. I mean, they've actually finally found one woman who doesn't mind Tony Abbott.
I mean, his mother likes him as well.
Although, sadly, even Tony's mum rates Julia Gillard higher in the preferred Prime Minister state, so...
I think Tony Abbott has a much broader gender problem. He's a lot of trouble deciding who's a man and who's a woman.
As a woman, I want to be judged on my competence.
He's incredibly confused man. Even on the hustings, he can't tell the two sexes apart. And what's this young fella's name? Michelle, how are you, darling?
Michelle, I mean, it's hopeless. He's almost a lost cause, you know, but I noticed, I don't know if you've seen, the Libs have now decided the only chance Abbott has of pulling that female vote is to make a campaign ad starring the one person guaranteed to drive the ladies wild. I refer, of course, to Justin Bieber.
by the way. You may think you own your body, little lady, but you gotta get permission from a priest on your wedding day.
So he wins this election, then you must throw away your contraception. He may be liberal, that's just his flavor, but he wants every Aussie girl to be in labor, 'cause Tony likes babies, babies, babies. Tony likes ladies, ladies, ladies. He's got one who's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, Tony loves all ladies except for this one.
It is back, the Mal Award. Look, it's become a bit of an election tradition with the Chaser now. It's awarded for the greatest gaffes, stuff-ups and debacles on the campaign trail.
And for those of you not familiar with the Mal Awards history, it's named after the legendary rugby league player turned coach Mal Meninga, who ran for office in 2001 and still actually holds the world record for the shortest political career in history. Let's relive all glorious 28 seconds of it at once again.
Why are you standing? A number of reasons. I guess throughout my sporting career, I've had the urge to do community work, and I think I've really worked hard on that aspect. My 16 years in Canberra, and the thing about that is that I was, I guess, a public figure, and I was put on on the podium where I was just a person out there, making sure that I was. I'm bugging it.
That's all right. I never get sick of saying that.
Well, it's better than Rudd's speech when he had
I think even the Libs would have preferred to endorse Mal Meninga than the guy they did eventually and bizarrely put in Chifley.
Yes, exactly. Look at him there. He looks like something Diane Fossey would study, doesn't he?
That's four. That's another one. Straight up there.
Yeah, David Barker, he's a right-wing Christian who the Libs had to sack after he made anti-Muslim comments on his Facebook page, and then in every subsequent interview after that.
Oh, yeah, he gives great quote, this guy. He actually said, "When I get in, I will give my votes, all of them, to God, who is on the side of the Liberal right."
So, a very worthy winner of our first Mal for campaign 2010. Let's see if he's willing to take it.
Hello, David.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Here you go, look. You know how you said God wouldn't have got you to run for this election if you weren't going to win? Well, you've won the Mal Award. This is a great honour for political competence on the campaign trail, and your campaign was almost as short as Mal Meninga, so well done.
Actually, I'm going to be announcing that I will still be continuing with the campaign.
With the campaign?
But not with the Liberal Party.
Will Tony Abbott still be the mouthpiece of God? Because that was a fantastic way to ruin the reputation of God and Tony Abbott. An exclusive here on Yes We Canberra, the winner of the Mal will be contesting this election. Thanks, David.
I'm very glad to see the Mal back, and good work on that, Mal, Rui. I reckon that'll shit Tony Jones. You got a scoop there.
Scoop, exactly.
Sorry, Rob, guys. Apparently, there's less than a minute to go before the main event, Late Line. So, lots of energy, guys. And we welcome back to the desk the host of the show, Tony Jones!
Come on in, Tony. Grab a seat. All the hair looks good.
You are in for a treat. Big show tonight. Talk about guests. Andrew Robb on the show. Who else? Chris Bowen. And there has been an amendment. Sadly, Penny Wong had to cancel because she's attending an anti-gay rally. But otherwise, huge show. Let's have some big energy for Tony Jones.
Big cheer he deserves. Tony. It's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. That's it from us. Have a great show, Tony. Good luck. And we'll catch you next time on Yes We Canberra.
Good evening and welcome to Late Line. I'm Tony Jones. Well, from political satire to hard political reality.